yourself, bro.
I can't hear you nothing. Let's go. Let's get it. Check.
No, no.
Yep. Well, I can hear you real good.
Can you hear yourself?
1, 2. There we go. Yeah. All right. Britt, say something. Mic check.
Mic check.
1, 2, 1, 2. Said Britt.
Mic check 1, 2.
All right. There we go. We ready then. All right. On you. Let's go.
All right. What's up, world? What it do? It's your boy Tricky Ricky. We back in the building with another episode of Let's Talk with Sir Said. We have a special guest in the building. So without further ado, I'm gonna pass it over to your boy Said and let him take the floor.
All right, appreciate that, Rick. What it do, world? What it do? This your boy Sir Said, back with another edition of Let's Talk. Hope you enjoy this one, you know what I'm saying? And hope everybody leave a lot of likes, comments, and all that other good stuff that y'all do on there, right? Also, special guest in the building with me today, we got TikTok star, Be The Babe. TikTok star, Be The Babe. We gonna let her introduce herself real quick and shout out all her social medias.
Hello, I am Be The Babe from TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat. Please go add me and watch my videos. You can comment, duet, stitch, whatever.
All right. Also in the back, we also got PSD, P$D. Well, y'all can't hear him right now at the moment, you know what I'm saying? But he gonna jump on here. Also, we got Tricky Ricky in the building. Y'all see him right there, you know what I'm saying? So big salutes to him, man. He gonna be controlling the boards for us tonight. This evening. Also, we got AJ Janelle in the building. You know what I'm saying? She off camera at the moment, but she'll also come in and speak to y'all too. All right. So what we're gonna do right now is get right into the topic, and today's topic is why so many men broken? Why so many men broken? Broken men. Why so many men broken? Okay. And if we want to add on to that, let's say why so many men broken, lack motivation, and or fear success. Just to round it out, just to fill it all the way out and make it interesting. Why so many men broken, lack motivation, and or fear success.
So with that question, with that opener, I like to ask, what is your definition of broken? Is it like a sense of being broken, dealing with the racial injustices of today? Cars are obviously stacked against men of color.
Right.
You know, most of which are felons. Most of which they have their own issues, their own demons that they're fighting, whether if it's drug addiction, or if it's baby mama drama, or if it's just a case of them being another statistic. So, how do you classify men being broken? How is it, or what is it that broken them?
All right, well, what we gonna do first, okay, so by definition, they saying a broken man is someone who's emotionally broken, right? Emotionally detached or whatever, right? But what we're gonna do is go around the room and get everyone's opinion on that right there first before we, you know what I'm saying, get off into it, because I think that's a good starting point. So we're gonna start with Britt right here and get your opinion on what do you think is a broken man? Just in your opinion.
I think a broken man is a man that allows negative experiences and interactions dictate the path that he's walking on.
That's good. All right. Okay. There you go. Come on, get on there. Here we go. We got Miss AJ Janelle, who y'all didn't see, but y'all see now. Okay, well, I tell you what, we gonna wait for that real quick. We gonna pan it. I'll take this question right here, right? So, by definition, like they said, emotionally detached, emotionally distraught, right? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what that means, right? That's what a broken man is by definition. We know it to be a whole lot different. You know what I'm saying? We know that to be a whole lot more than that, like you said, depending on circumstances, upbringing, environment, so on and so on, right? But by definition, that's what it is. I think it's more than that by definition. I think it should be more than that. I think that just saying that it's just emotionally detached, that's not really, you know what I'm saying, getting off into it, saying that someone is broken. And it's like, okay, it's just this, that's it. Because you can be broken in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Financially, you can become a broken man due to your finances. you can have all the emotion in the world. You can be a bleeding heart, you know what I'm saying? You can talk until you just blue in the face. But, you know what I'm saying, if the money is your problem, then that ain't helping you none. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, just saying that is not really saying anything.
Yeah, in regards to the statement that you made about like, what was it, how you said it, not wanting to succeed or lacking the will to succeed.
Yeah, so the second part of the question was lack motivation and or fear of success.
Okay, and I think those two come into play because everyone, they fear failing is something that they want to do. Everyone, when they start their endeavor, you know, they're going to, they're going to wish for the stars. You see what I'm saying? Then they get out there and they see that it ain't what it is. Then after so many trial and error, then eventually they fail and flop, you know, and they don't want to do it, you know. But it could be they lack someone that is still in them to take a trade or do something that's going to help them put food on the table other than resorting to illicit means to do so.
All right, so we're going to ask first question. How do you think a man becomes broken?
I think it starts with the parents. And in my experience with men who have been classified broken, it starts with the mothers. The mothers are the head of the households, whether the father is present or not. The mother is the head. She is the strong one. She is the one that he looks to and then ultimately cares for when he becomes an adult. And the mothers tend to lean on their sons as spouses and not as children. So in a way, they are grooming these young boys to be their spouse and not somebody else's spouse. And then when they become of age and they become adults and they can make decisions on their own, they make decisions based on what they think their mom would like or how their mom taught them. And then they use excuses like,
well, that's not how my mom.
Yeah, that's not how my mom do it. Or if the dad wasn't present, oh, well, my dad wasn't there, just me and my mama trying to make it. But like, at what point in your adulthood do you start to change that? I don't think that that's a great excuse.
That's true.
To use.
That's true.
Exactly. More like manning up and owning up to it, you know. And
yeah.
Like I said, we were dealt a short hand in life. So I mean, like you said, it could be moms conditioning their sons to always be nurtured instead of being the provider. All right.
Yeah, that's true, and that happens a lot, especially with this generation here. This generation, and I know a lot of people say it, but they sensitive. These young men are sensitive. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them.
And they scared. What's the fight?
They
pick up a gun.
They love their mom and their grandma, but they hate everybody else mom and grandma.
Right.
You hate women except the women that you personally are related to.
Exactly.
How does that work?
I mean, because that's what, I don't know, that's weird as hell.
That's weird.
That's really how they do it. Right. It's like every other woman is a bitch or a hoe except for your mama, your sister, your auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Big Shirley a bitch too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that's how these dudes be acting. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it don't matter about no other woman except for the women in their family.
Yeah.
That's it. But then you got the ones who treat the women in their family like shit. You're like, damn, bro. Like, you just all the way messed up. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's the parents' fault until these kids are of age, and then when you are able to make decisions on your own as an adult, then it becomes your fault. Because I felt like I was dealt a shorthand, but I haven't lived my adulthood making excuses or dwelling on it.
That's right.
I started to make choices that were good for me. I wanted to come up. My money ain't got nothing to do with my mama money. How I live my life and raise my kids ain't got nothing to do with my mama. So I don't use my trauma or my negative experiences as a kid as a catalyst for the rest of my life or my kids' life.
That's right. Good point. Good point.
Where does the motivation come in at?
Mm-hmm.
As far as like the motivation to motivate a person, hey, finish school, be something other than what statistically black people are being. You know, there's not many black doctors. There's not really many black prominent politicians that have literally done things for the community.
Right.
You know, so all these things to motivate a person to be who they need to be, you know, it's more like tradition. Oh, I was raised. My family did on black generations.
Right.
Not to knock it, but just to say, as a matter of motivation, you can still reach and accomplish your dreams and still be that same person that have been A1 since day one, same house, same number.
That's right.
I think motivation starts with self, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
absolutely.
I do feel like it's important to have the backing of your family or whatever institution you come from. I feel like that's why most young men rep the projects that they grew up in or that their mama live in, because you want that sense of community behind you, and you don't necessarily have it. But you got to motivate yourself. Because starvation is a thing, brokenness is a thing, and if you don't want to be broke, do you really need a crowd of people cheering you on for you to want to get up and make money every day? Because I don't.
That's true. Now, okay, so pushing the conversation a little forward, right? So, what breaks the will of a man faster? Is it the money you just talked about, the brokenness? Is it the love or lack thereof from a woman? You know what I'm saying? Failing in relationships. What's the quickest way to break a man?
I think money fuels everything. Money. I mean, niggas get money to get bitches.
Yeah.
That's facts. Okay, but what if?
I don't think that.
Well, come on, jump in here.
I think women break men. You have more men telling you, especially like relationship wise, oh, I do this because I've been broken by somebody, or this didn't happen, or I can't trust no more, this, that, and the third. I feel like women or a certain type of relationships or something like that really break men.
Toxic situations with the opposite sex will break you. I don't condone when somebody says to me, I'm behaving in an offensive way towards you because of A, B, and C. Because first of all, I'm not that bitch. So I don't. That's not a good excuse for me.
Right.
I feel like if you were hurt in the 6th grade, we grown now. Build a bridge and get over it.
And I I agree with that. And speaking as a man, it's not too many things that's gonna break me, right? And I'm just being honest. Now, it's some things that can get to me really bad, that's gonna affect me and stuff like that. But like when you say break, it's not too many things. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Too many things. Of course, a woman can do that.
Yeah.
Any man that's in love with a woman can be broke. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be broke by a woman, then you was never in love. You call it what you want, you know what I'm saying? But when you love a woman or a man, you know what I'm saying? It works both. When
in
you
order
love
for it to
somebody,
be classified as love in my book, you have to be open to being
right. You just said it, because you become vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, I think anybody can be broken out of love. Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Finances, I think being broke, I think for black men, that's not something that can break us, because we've been broke. We was born broke. We know what it's like to be broke. You know what I'm saying? So if we come into a bag and then we lose that bag, it's like, all right, bro, okay, you've been here before. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the end of the. You gonna kick yourself in the ass for losing the bag, but it ain't the end of the world. You're like, all right, I did it one time before, I do it again. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a teaching moment for some people. For some people now, and I hate to say it, but this generation, a lot of them dudes are like that. They lose the bag and they think it's the end of the world. They lose a girl. I just watched the video. Dude was crying, singing. He was singing at her doorstep on the ring cam, singing. So yeah, so I can't say I get that, because I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get that. But that's just how we go. That's just how we go. All right, so we're gonna recap for people just now listening. The question is, why so many men broken, lack motivation, or fear success? So we touched on the first two. Let's go ahead and jump in fear success. Why are a lot of these young people, you know what I'm saying, fearful of success? Now we see a lot of these dudes jumping out there with the music and stuff like that. So we see that. And that ain't what I'm talking about. When you look at other areas of employment of the world, STEM, you know what I'm saying, science, technology, engineering, math, they ain't jumping into that field. Everybody jumping into music, you know what I'm saying?
Because they don't feel like they're qualified. They don't feel like they can do it.
Well, half the time they ain't qualified to rap neither, you know what I'm saying?
That is absolutely true. Everybody
but
is
they
not
doing
a rapper.
it. So it's like, why are they fearing success? What you got, Pat? We got Pat over here in the cut.
Because they don't want to put in the hard work, because it takes time. People want to make money now.
But being in the industry is hard work.
And that's what they don't understand.
And that's why a lot of them don't have longevity. A lot of the people who's coming out now, some of the younger generation folks, they don't stay around long because they don't do things to have longevity. It's just right now.
Or they scared of failure. A lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They fear success more so than they fear failure, because These artists be expecting themselves to fail. They expect to fail more than they expect to succeed. And how do we know that? Anybody who say, I'm the shit, I'm the man, I'm the this, I'm the that, I'm the that, we all know that's just a defense mechanism for insecurity. We all know that. We see it. You know what I'm saying? Toughest guy in the room make the less noise. Weakest guy make the most noise. So when you come out here, rah, 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 that's showing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're just doing this just to be seen.
It's the defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? I hope nobody try to fact check me, ask for receipts, confront me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like in that regard, I feel like some people are like just flat out lazy. They want to take the short route because they feel like it's so easy. But that lane is for people that are gifted in that arena, whether it is the messages that they bring in music. You know, if we think about the way music traditionally was, of course, the music industry and the industry itself, it has evolved several times. So artists nowadays, they're following the trends. Yeah. Where's the interest to go to school to be an attorney? Where's the interest to go to school to be a doctor? Not just a doctor, but a surgeon.
Right. Right. Right.
There are some that exist, but look at the statistics. There are minorities in the industry, like a minority in a minority, because that arena in the industry of the medical field is different, you know. But I was just basically saying all that to say that a lot of us, you know, we just want to take the easy route, the fastest way to the bag. They think that they can just record a song, go do a few open mics, slap it on YouTube, and it's gonna go viral overnight.
I'm just saying this because I'm not a rapper, and so I feel like the fact that I noticed this is substantial because I'm not in the music industry. I'm not a rapper at all. But every rap song that I hear literally goes, I get homes, drugs, money, or bitches, like some kind of acronym or synonym. Why is it like that?
But it's funny, they can orchestrate their verses in the sense of where you using all these damn synonyms, but you can't identify a fucking synonym in a sentence.
Well, I mean, but it's what you just said. It's all the same.
It's
so
all the same.
If everybody, hypothetically, if everybody is copying NBA YoungBoy, you don't have to know nothing other than da 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 da.
It's like I get some like some.
Right. You see what I'm saying? All you got to do is mimic that pattern. You know what I'm saying? And that's all they doing. And you know, I'm not knocking them, and I ain't trying to turn it into that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's other ways to get money.
It is absolutely.
It's other ways to be known. If you are, I feel like if you are a rapper and you come from a community that you care about, or some projects or something, rap about those projects in a way that we're not always talking about how much drugs you push in said projects, or you know how y'all still currently live there. I don't think the goal is to live in the projects and remain there. The goal is to get out.
That's right.
I was in the projects and I got out. I was, you know, so like
I lived in the projects. So
I don't like it when, and then you make videos where you are currently
glorifying
still being in the hood. It's really not that fun. I didn't have a good time.
It's not.
Like I didn't.
Okay, so we talked about now that was the third one, right? So that was lack motivation, the fear of success, and why are men broken, right? So moving the conversation forward once again is, does the broken man still have value?
Absolutely. But it's up to him to see that. I can't add value to you.
Exactly, but you know,
you don't need me to talk.
We need you to.
Now, to piggyback off what she said, she hit the nail right on the head with that one. Self-motivation. Everybody in life, they learn from the mistakes that they make, whether if it's past, present, or the future mistakes. Owning those mistakes, getting past that mistake and learning from it, and use that as a tool to motivate you to get to where you need to be, and don't let that define who you are, because then that makes you that broken person that can't get out of the box because you wondering, why am I in this box? Instead of figuring out a way how to get out of that box. You have to be motivated to get out of that box.
Yeah. I read this thing on Facebook, and it was about relationships, but I applied to everything. And it was like, you're going to keep meeting the same guy in different forms until you learn your lesson.
That's right.
And like,
that's right.
That's
right.
In my life, ooh, child, listen. That's a whole nother podcast. But we need to do a girl podcast. So but in my life, I had to keep learning the same lesson over and over again until I did something different because I just knew that the path I was taking was what I was supposed to be doing. It was correct. Everybody else was wrong, and I was gonna prove everybody wrong. But in actuality, I just kept re-fucking up the same situation. And I had to change. I had to change how at first it changes in your speech. It changes in your thoughts. And when you change your thoughts, then your speech changes. And once your speech changes, how you move changes. And then that flows into your work, your love life, your friendships, everything. And who you hang around and who you associate with absolutely affects your path.
And don't let, just because you want to change your speaking patterns, don't make people think that, hey, I'm changing, I'm going Hollywood. No, there's nothing wrong with change, man. Sometimes you need to learn how to articulate yourself in a manner where you can get to where you need to be to succeed.
So, okay, so you said initially, he has value, he just has to see it.
Yeah.
But if he's broken, then that means he don't see it, right? So does that?
Are we talking about black men?
But being
we all black, so yeah,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying. But overall, you know what I'm saying.
Being broken is essentially a state of mind, though.
Right.
I mean, if you are financially broken, McDonald's always hiring. Get a job.
What about the ones that don't like working?
Go make my. You don't like work. You don't like working. You don't like money.
But it's like they got to hustle to themselves.
I bet everybody get a job.
But see, I made good money at McDonald's. Like I worked at McDonald's for many years. I made good money. Every week I got paid. My bills was paid. Like I took a lot of pride in my job. For you to tell you, I took a lot of pride in my job.
Yep.
And I got a lot of opportunities because I had great customer service.
Yep.
I spoke nice to the customers.
Yep.
You know, like you don't know. Even though you may feel like working in fast food or working a minimum wage job it may be beneath you, but so is like hunger. You know, like so is homelessness.
Right.
You know,
so is hunger.
Who put that person in that seat that look down on?
You gotta start somewhere.
Nobody.
You're not gonna start at the top. I didn't start at the top. I'm the supervisor of a domestic violence shelter for women, and I used to be a resident at this shelter. I started out as a resident. I was the one that needed help, and now I provide that help to other women. And I didn't think I was qualified for my job. As a matter of fact, it took me years to even apply for the job because I thought I wasn't qualified. But I took a chance, and here I am.
Right.
And that just goes to show that like you can do it. I don't mind hearing people's sob story. I don't mind people venting to me. But I ain't gonna hear that same shit every day. Tell me, you got one time to get it all out and cry me a river. After that, hey, what we doing?
Cry me a river.
And make sure y'all take note of that. What everything that she just said in regards to applying for a position that she thought she'd never get. She tried it. She's a black woman, a strong black woman at that. So, with that being said, if she can do it, what is it that haven't turned on the light in your head to make you do what you need to do to get out of the rut? If you are that person that feel like, hey, I'm broken.
Right.
And have these folks need help churn. I got churn.
And that, okay, and that's a whole nother conversation because she's so right. She's so right about that. You know what I'm saying? Half these people don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no excuse for them. But I want to touch back on it for a second. So the broken man or broken person still has value. They just need to see it. They just need to see it within themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. It's diminished. It's tarnished, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're dim in their own light. But they're broken for a reason. Now, also, let me say this. Being in a broken state sometimes is a good thing. Just like any other failure in your life is a good thing. It teaches you something. If you're broken, you're broken for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's something in your life that you need to learn, that you need to correct, that is bringing you down.
It's reality check.
You see, right? It's the ultimate reality check. It's not being humble, none of that. It's a reality check. It's a slap in the fucking face. It's like, okay, you keep doing this, and you know this is what's bringing you down, but you refuse to accept it until you become broken mentally, psychologically. You know what I'm saying? And for some people, financially, because it takes for your pockets to be broke for you to realize, okay, this person ain't no good for me, or this activity ain't no good for me, or this circle over here ain't no good for me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to see that. And that's the good part. Well, I ain't gonna say good part, but the silver lining of being a broken person. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look for the silver lining and everything. Now, I'm not saying be a broken person just to find that silver lining. Not at all. But I'm saying if you find yourself in that place, just understand that there is a way to go. You know what I'm saying?
We've all known somebody that is broken.
Oh, facts.
And facts. Like, even if you are not at that point in your life, take note from somebody else's. I was in a group chat with my siblings about this same thing. Like, the path that I walked was very hard. The things that I've had to experience were very tough. But I am okay because I made it through that. And I want all of my siblings and people that look up to me to know that that is not my life anymore. I'm not that person anymore, and I made it through. And I don't want to see anybody under me go through that. I walked that path so they don't have to.
That's right.
And it may come off harsh, it may come off blunt, it may come off mean, but I don't want to have to go pick up my siblings or my friends off the same block that I had to be picked up off of. So that is why I am how I am. And it just takes one step. Every day, like, you don't have to get a degree tomorrow. But if you wake up and do, okay, every day I'm going to do 2 applications, that's the first step. And then the next day you take another step.
That's right.
And that is literally all it takes. I was I was very discouraged when I left the shelter because I didn't have a car. I didn't have anybody to watch my kids. I bought a double stroller for $9 at the thrift store. I rode the bus. I took my kids to job interviews with me. This is why I need a job. This is why I need it.
Right. And this is why.
Every time I got a job, every time I interviewed for another job, I took a step up. I went from McDonald's to Wendy's, from Wendy's to working for an accountant, working from an accountant to the ABC store, from the ABC store to the job I have now. Every time you take a step, you need to try and take a step up, even if it ain't that high up.
That's right.
Take that step.
Take the step. That's right. I like that. So, you know what? That leads me to a whole nother pushing the conversation forward again. A broken person doesn't mean broke financially.
Yeah.
Just because somebody is broken don't mean they broke financially. You know what I'm saying? You know how you be like, oh, that nigga broke, she broke. No.
Yeah.
Just because you broke in psychologically or mentally or emotionally don't mean you broke financially. It's a lot of functional broke people.
Dummies with money.
That's a good way to say it. But I'm saying, like, people who are broken, who still go to work every day, who still earn a paycheck, a nice paycheck. You know what I'm saying? They functional. They still can go to work, but emotionally they checked out. You know what I'm saying? Or they got some kind of issue, or their heart is broke, or but they can still go to work every day.
And they be detached as hell. They be the ones that be sent to the corner, you know. But then again, it brings me to this. I know it's off topic, but you never know what a person is going through. Like you said,
absolutely,
you did your job with extraordinary customer service, but people still didn't think, how was your day?
Oh, no.
No. Yeah. Absolutely. Right.
I done cried in the cool of many days.
That's right. That's right.
I used to cry. Every day I worked at Wendy's, I cried in the cooler. On my break, I would just go and cry.
We all, that's right. I mean, and we all done been there. You know what I'm saying?
But I did it, you know, I'm like, if I could just make it through today, if I can make it through this shift, it'll be all right.
Shift leader at Subway, assistant manager at Pizza Hut, assistant manager at Crystal's, you know what I'm saying? Assistant manager at Aldi's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put in work. Actually, I was shift manager first, then assistant manager at Aldi's. So, I done put in work at all these places. I know what it's like when she talk about, like, now I ain't going to cooler and cry, but I went in there and cussed and threw shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe this is where I'm at. But then you come out and you be like, hey, can I take your order? You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm good.
I'm gonna
you
tell
do
you
what you got to do.
Wendy's was not a job that I actually applied for. Brandy worked at Wendy's. Brandy worked at Wendy's doing salad prep. And she got pregnant, had to go on maternity leave. She was scared to lose her job. So I went to her boss and said, hey, I will take her place while she's on maternity leave.
Wow.
When I tell you I got cussed out every day I was getting yelled at. I cried every day. When Brandy got off maternity leave, I was like, oh, I'm finna go. I ain't gotta be here no more. And he was like, oh, we gonna keep both of y'all. I cried real hard that day. Please let me go. Please fire me.
I can't do it.
But that's how I started working at Wendy's, and it was hard. I was like, how does Brandy do this?
Right.
Like, I felt like working there, I understood, like, why people go and shoot up their jobs. Because that's how that is how I felt every day.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that every single day I work at Wendy's.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. All right, so real quick, we got to take a quick break. We're going to just give a shout out to everybody. So, giving a shout out to Be The Babe on TikTok. Shout out to AJ Janelle, all streaming platforms. Y'all check out Letter to You, all streaming platforms, wherever you get your music from. y'all definitely go check out PSD. That's $P$D, but PSD, that's what we do. Man in the City, Back to You. What's the other one I'm missing? Man in the City, Back to You, Pray for Me. Check them out. All streaming sites, wherever you get your music from, once again. And definitely for all your engineering needs, editing, sound recording, mixing, mastering, whatever you need. Check out Alabama Finest Studios. You know what I'm saying? Tricky Ricky in the building. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And me, it don't even matter. You'll see me when you see me. So what we gonna do, we gonna jump right back into the conversation. And I'm gonna ask this question just to, once again, move the conversation a little bit forward. Are broken men a target for single women?
Yes.
Are broken men a target for single women? Okay, you answered that one pretty quick, so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and elaborate on that one for us.
Because it's easy pickings. Like, they have what you call hobosexuals. And I use this term exclusively. The definition of that is a man
I like that.
who will enter into a relationship just to have a place to stay.
That's right. Right.
Or their needs taken care of.
Right.
And then most of the time it be a lady that got kids and got a car but don't have no child care. And so he stay at home. Watch the kids. While she go do what she do, and every now and then, everybody win-win, but they not in love.
Right.
It's a real toxic situation.
Right.
He cheat, she cheat type deal.
It don't matter.
But it's like people will accept a warm body however they can get it these days.
That's true.
That is what that is. So absolutely.
So what you think?
They even target the ones with no children because them ones that have everything to offer. Well, I wouldn't say have everything to offer, but they have more to give than a woman with children. Because when you have kids, you shouldn't be giving nothing that you're not even receiving.
True.
Like, you're not finna take from, if I had children, you was not finna take from my kids' mouths.
Absolutely.
So now they target the ones that don't have any children. Because
so you saying
the ones that don't have children are always available.
But see, the broken men like women with children because they know that they ain't always available.
And then they know they're going to get taken care of. Like, they're going to get those motherly needs out of
women
a female with children.
These men are coming from homes with their mama, and they entering into another home with another mama.
Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this. I'm just saying. Now, go ahead. I'm gonna let them continue.
That's how it happened. They get, and I'm just speaking from my personal experience, and I don't know if whatever. Anyway, this is how it happens. They have these mamas that raise them up, and they just the king of that castle. And then it's time to leave, but they don't want to grow up per se. So they get into relationships with people who have a nurturing spirit or who are already mothers and have to be nurturers.
Or they have low self-esteem.
Period. And then they get with these women, and then they get the same exact needs that their mama was mean for them. They get them met by this woman, and it's not really love. It's like loving out of. It's like lust out of survival.
So in that
situation,
but
how about the ones who got mothers that don't do anything? So now they looking for another woman
them the mean
to
ones.
give
them.
But let me say this though, because I agree with what y'all was saying. But one thing we got to remember: the question was, do single women target broken men, not the other way around? Not broken men targeting single women. So are single women saying, hey, listen, that's a lick right there. I can just go in, patch him up real quick, and you see what I'm saying?
They do that.
So
that's
build the bell. Build the bell. That's right.
Because they feel like some women feel like, okay, this man got a bunch of kids, he got baby mama drama. Let me just come in and be the piece that he clearly ain't got. And I'm going to build him up, and hopefully he will love me for all the overtime I'm putting in with him. But that's not how it works.
Brittany, if you hear my song.
Right. Shout it out. Hey, listen, y'all. She got this song talking.
I was always trying to build a nigga. I always tried to be build a bear. No, I was always trying to heal a nigga. I always tried to be build a bear.
Don't give him.
I know, but the build a bear is right.
I always tried to be build a bear.
She got a song about
that.
It's about building a nigga. Exactly. Yes. I'm trying to build a. Yeah. It's perfect. Exactly what we were talking about. But like I said, it ain't out yet. But I'm just saying it's perfect for what we're saying.
But
So
women do target men like that. And I'm gonna be honest, women are a lot better at it than men. So like,
yeah.
So you gotta recognize the signs.
I don't think. Put the camera back on me, right? Let me get some cameras. Oh, see, it slid right off of there. Go ahead, somebody. There we go. Hey, we got it back. Yep. I forgot. I lost my train of thought just that quick, trying to make sure that the camera didn't.
All right, so I think we were talking about Build-A-Bears and.
Do single women target broken men?
Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so when it comes to the single women targeting the broken men, like you said, women are better at it. I don't think men do that. I don't think men target broken women.
Sugar daddies.
Pimps.
Yeah, but that ain't broke. Okay, that's a good way.
Well,
but
pimps,
I mean, but I'm saying, but pimps literally try to make a woman. You see what I'm saying? They don't take. I mean, they prey on broken women, but they normally try to take a woman who's all the way together. You see what I'm saying? And convince her to do it. So some of the women don't be broken women. They may become broken women. You know what I'm saying? But a pimp is a pimp. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you don't see men really going after broken women. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that
unless they do.
Well,
they do when they have a specific need to be met. If that woman can provide a resource for them, they will do that. Whether it's a car, whether it's a home, gas money. Yeah, it happens.
Weed money.
It happens.
I mean,
eat up all the food.
But I'm saying, so in order for him to get all of that, she can't be broken. She have to have resources already.
But she can be emotionally broken.
I was just
true. Okay,
I was just finna say that a woman can be emotionally broken. She needs some type of stability too with her emotions.
Some sort of
he
affection,
can give
or some kind of man.
Yeah, he can give her that temporary affection and stuff for her mental or whatever. Because you got women that's basically mentally, physically, emotionally, all just drained in different areas. If that man can come in and fix that part of her, and she fix a part of him that he take care of his needs, you got some that'll do that. And it's plenty of broken people, couples and everything out here together.
Like broke. I mean, they're not broke, but they may have all the money in the world, but they may be broken because they say money can't buy happiness. So then what?
Yeah, they broken.
Money, I have to spend it on somebody.
I don't agree with that.
They broken, all right.
I don't agree with money can't buy happiness. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I bought me a couple wigs this morning, and I'm ecstatic.
Well,
okay.
I want to find out for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But okay, so what kind of a woman, or what kind of a person? But since we talking to women, I ask women, what kind of a woman is attracted to a broken man?
The kind.
Is it a nurturer? Is it a fixer? Is it a person who has their own problems? Is it
low self-esteem?
So okay.
Okay. A woman who is emotionally damaged is prime time prey for a man who is a homosexual, because she need a warm body and he needs somewhere to stay. So and then it works kind of like perfectly if he got kids and he got baby mama drama. He say, hey, girl, I just want to be with you and I just want to build this family with you, girl. I want to build this family with you, girl. Just, man, I wish you was my baby mama. Me, you, and my kids, we'll be happy. I swear to God. If I had a gun back then. But that's how it happens.
I moved the mic because I ain't wanted to get caught up in your hair and then be a little microphone.
I got a wig in the car. But that's how it happens. And it's like, it just fits together so perfectly because she fucked up, he fucked up, and then he be like, oh, we can be together, we can make this thing work, and you just paint this whole little picture while we living up in your shit, spending your money. Driving your shit. And because every time you come home from work and he on the couch, he like, how was your day, babe? You feel like that's sufficient for an actual relationship. But he just stringing you along because as soon as he get up and get money, or his mama let him come back, it's over with.
I mean, I wouldn't say the whole homosexual thing because you got men that got a place to lay their head and do that.
Child, and I've seen some of them places. And period.
No.
They got good,
or they ain't
stable
got no furniture or roaches.
And they brought them something with them.
And beds all around the house like they stay and pump it up.
Okay. Like, why is there so many bags of clothes everywhere? Like, why is that like a man thing? Ashes
What?
and bags of laundry. Like
Oh, that's a young man. That's
a thing.
not me.
Like,
I wash my
In the
clothes.
bathroom sink.
Wait.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I retract the last phrase because she
No,
even set up.
no, I'm just like, oh
She
Lord,
about
'cause I'm just reminiscing on some of the houses I've seen. Like a nigga be like, I don't need a bitch, I got my own place. This is your place.
Do what you proud of.
This is your
This
place.
is your king.
Is this your kingdom?
All right, so according to website toppick10.com, right? These are the top 10 signs of a broken person. Not a broken man, but a broken person, right?
Okay.
So we're going to go through them. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Are they on point? Are they, you know what I'm saying? We just talk about the top 10. All right, so the first one is they can't handle rejection.
Yeah.
Yes? Agree? Everybody agree? Okay. Next one is insecurities. They'll do whatever they do to cover up their insecurities. All right. The next one is during the argument they go silent. At some point they'll go silent. They can't answer a question if you got them backed in the corner. They can't disprove your point.
You kind of
don't
pat
know
them too
how to
fast.
shut.
Them two kind of pan in together. That one and the one you just said, as far as like hiding their insecurities, and then they do the little narcissistic ass shit, try to make it about the other person.
I think
Right,
they'll respond
but-
with anger instead of silence.
Okay. So mood swings. Mood swings. So maybe silent to lashing out to talkative. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Well, some of them hands on, some of them they've been dropped on their head in the basement.
Number 6 is avoids issues or major issues, especially when pertaining to themselves.
Yes.
A broken person hates to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
They rather
Or they hate for you to tell them about themselves.
right to hear any issue about themselves.
Yes.
Seeking love and attention, more attention than love though.
More attention than love.
Yeah.
Right, more attention,
I
and that's
agree
what.
with
Okay. Needs compliments on the daily.
Yes.
Yes, everybody in agreement. Damn.
I had the
Okay.
same shit you got. That's one.
Needs reassurance
Yes.
or affirmation. Okay. And let me see. The last one is a big one. Think that they will be the cause of the breakup.
No,
No.
I think they blame the other person.
No.
They blame everybody
Some.
but themselves.
Well,
But then again, it could be intentional if they find something better along.
now that one was 75-25 on their percentage scale, and that was only because most broken people feel like I'm broken already, so I'm dragging this person down.
Yes,
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm weighing them down.
Not
Right.
me, but
Or
yes.
they'll say something like, "You just gonna leave me like everybody else."
Right.
Probably.
That right there.
Probably.
Yeah. And,
I
hell
probably
when
will.
you-
They don't even
More
use
than
that
likely,
line no more. They don't use
Hold on.
that no more.
What they use
They
now?
be
What
like,
they use
you
now?
deserve better. Then they
It's
get
not
them the
you, it's me.
mind. Yeah, the mind
Yeah,
games.
it's
like,
not you, it's me.
I love
Okay.
I love it when they say, "Oh, you probably just gonna leave me like the rest." Probably. Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
See,
Ghosts.
you can't
Pew, pew.
you can't play with her because if you say something like that, she gonna be like, hell
No,
yeah.
Yeah, on God, I will.
Damn. What them numbers looking like right now, Rick? Let's see how our numbers looking.
Tricky Ricky with your service statistic report. According to my phone pilot.
Let me check my Palm Pilot. Man.
I don't know what's going on. Right?
Scrolling. Okay, while he finding the number, we got a couple more questions because we got a couple more minutes. Real quick. Okay, go ahead with the numbers real quick then.
2,750 listeners.
2750, y'all. That's our listeners right now.
Right now,
That's
we're
amazing.
also being streamed in multi-stuff so
2,750 listeners currently right now, y'all. We just want to say appreciate. We're gonna get these numbers up on the live, but on the radio we doing big numbers, so we definitely appreciate that. What up, Ari? We see you. Hey, oh yeah, we doing it, so we definitely appreciate those numbers for real. So almost 3,000 almost. All right, so the next question is, who's responsible for fixing a broken man? Is it the person who did it, or is it himself?
It's the man himself.
Even if he feels like, okay, hypothetically, let's say his ex, he feel like his ex did it.
Cut him off.
And what if she can easily help him get back on track by apologizing? Whether she was wrong or not. What if he just feel like she's so wrong that if she just apologized, I can...
But you
He gonna
can't.
be like that forever.
Yeah, but you can't make somebody do that. Like, if I'm your ex and you feel like you need an apology for me to get your life together, then I guess your life will never be together. Because I won't apologize. Because I said what
Y'all
I
hear
said.
this, fellas? Y'all hear this, right? Please listen.
I said what I said. And
Right.
if you are basing the progress of your life that you personally live every day on the temporary and probably non-genuine words of somebody that you don't fuck with no more, you dumb. You dumb. If you need an apology from somebody that you no longer fuck with, you dumb.
I like that. Okay, go ahead. We gonna let you add on to that. Oh, she'd have said it all. She'd have said it all.
This is smooth, slow.
I wish somebody would. I deserve an apology.
I mean, I'm just not deserve. Well, but you know how dudes be like, man, if I could just like, you know how y'all be wanting closure. And nowadays, some of these dudes be wanting closure.
You do not get the type of closure you
try to get the type of closure y'all want. Hold up.
In general, because
go ahead.
have a specific flaw. We can't just fork it on women, and we can't fork it on men. It's just that individual in their ability to either accept the things they can't change or not accept.
First of all, it ain't no woman in history who just accept things for the way they happen. No, every woman in history got blowback, pushback.
I've never gotten closure.
Some type of feedback, something.
Closure,
you know what I'm talking about?
Well, man, now I get no.
My closure is success. My success. I didn't get closure. I didn't get an apology.
You was about to say something.
She's very mature. I need to learn from her because me, on the other hand, I don't get closure, but I'm gonna get some type of get back. Because you're not finna make no.
Hey. I ain't say I'm gonna do what
you
I do.
You gonna feel this. I may not put my hands on you physically. I may not even say nothing to you verbally, but you gonna feel it. Just like when K. Michelle said you gonna cry. I don't know how she made that nigga cry, but you gonna be feeling it.
No, I make him cry in the car.
I make them cry in the car.
I make them cry in the car. Women, men, I don't care. Anybody that has ever wronged me, what I do is I just silently back away and I boss up. I boss up on their ass. I don't need your closure. I don't need your apology. Cause get what? Cause I'm a rich nigga. I got money.
Say it again for those in the bathroom. Say it again for those in the bathroom.
All right, so listen. Hey, listen, y'all. We definitely appreciate this conversation today, man. We had a good time talking about this. Had a lot of good laughs. We learned a lot of good things. And on the closing note, we definitely gonna let everybody close themselves out. You know what I'm saying? With their own little speech. So we're gonna start with Be the Babe. You know what I'm saying? And when you close out, give all your social media.
Okay. Thank you all for having me here. I definitely want to be back. You will be hearing my voice a lot.
Absolutely.
Please go to my Facebook page. It's Brittany Patrick. My Instagram, Snap, and TikTok are Be the Babe. Please go watch and interact with my videos and show me some support. I do support back. And if you want me to do anything, feature your products or anything in my videos, please contact me and I will do so.
How can they reach you if they need to contact you?
They can message me either on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok.
All right, so we going next.
Hello, people. Add me on Facebook, Ashanti Janelle.
Absolutely.
Also follow me on Snapchat, Instagram at Ashanti.Janelle, Janeel. Also, y'all go ahead, check out A Letter to You on all streaming platforms.
Dope song, y'all check it out.
Y'all won't be let down. I still got some more stuff coming.
That's right. And all the way over here across the room, you know what I'm saying? Y'all heard him, but y'all didn't see him most of the podcast. We got PSD over here in the cut, so go ahead.
It's your boy PSD, aka the Jeans and Sun Raw Music Group. Letting you know I got a few singles out. It's Back to You, Man in the City. Pray for me. We're working on some more music, so you can check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. Find your boy on Facebook by my first and last name. If you know, you know. I mean, if you're watching this, you see it. You can find me on Instagram, Sir Rod Music Group _PSD or PSD7, whichever one it is. So you know. If you don't, figure it out.
All right. Also, in the building, y'all see him standing up. Rick, go ahead and drop your info real quick, you know what I'm saying, while we tuning out.
It's your boy Tricky Ricky.
All right.
Assistant Administrator.
Mm-hmm.
Finance.
All right.
Top 20 Shoutcast Stream. 5 years and counting.
All right.
Make sure you stop by the site, AlabamaSfinest.net. If you're an artist, you want to get your music included in our stream, sign up, upload your music, how I did it, and put it in rotation. Next thing you know, you'll be getting follows from folks playing Vice City or something.
Hey, do he sound like he did it before, y'all? Y'all hear how he do that? He got the sounds of Rick on the radio at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous. He got the smooth voice. But here we go. You know what I'm saying? So last but not least, man, rounding out, man, you got me, Sir Said, man. You know what I'm saying? AKA Mr. CEO. You know what I'm saying? So, Sir Rob Music Group, Sir Rob Records, man. y'all definitely look out for my single. Y'all definitely look out for my single, man. I threw something out there, man. I normally don't do it, but I had to, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look out. Called Prime 50. Sir said, you know what I'm saying, featuring AJ Janelle and DJ Prime Evil. It's called Prime 50. So y'all check that out. I'll drop singles every now and again, but normally, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be PSD dropping a single, AJ Janelle dropping a single, or you know what I'm saying, some type of collaboration. I know PSD got something else to say, so we're gonna throw it over to him. Y'all can check us out though, man. Sir Rob Records on YouTube, Sir Rob Music Group on IG, you know what I'm saying, and Mr. Let's Talk on IG.
All right, so I want to close out on something a little bit strong for everybody that's listening, since we had this topic. And what I want to close out on is saying everybody needs to know their value. You don't know it overnight. You don't get it when you're born. You figure it out through life. And as Britt was saying, you know what I'm saying, once you get into adulthood, you start to figure out yourself. And I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You need to figure out what works and what don't.
Right.
You need to go down the same path. For those who don't know, I don't really talk about myself a lot, but I'll share this story. And it was a very good learning part, because AJ and Britt said something about that silver lining. We all need to find that silver lining. So in 2013, I lost my stepmom, who was married to my father. I ended up moving home in 2014 due to, you know, rent being high, not trying to pay all that rent, needing to be there for Pops. So in that time span, I was in school, grades started to decline, of course, you know, dealing with the death of a family member, you know what I'm saying, and then of course, going through multiple jobs, because I went through the temp agency for a few months, like maybe 4 months total. So dealing with that's stressful in itself. And then I went jobless for like 7.5 months. That was like a killer for me. So I started failing in school, got on probation. Then I ended up getting the suspension, you know, with your grades. You can appeal it. Yeah. Then I got on academic suspension, so I had to wait. So now I'm depressed about that. Was in a relationship I was with a toxic person at the time. You know, and we was trying, but it really wasn't working. You know, it wasn't the thing I needed to be in, wasn't the thing she needed to be in. So of course I'm dealing with a failed relationship. I'm dealing with failing in school because I should have been done. Dealing with my pops being a widow, being sad, dealing with money issues. Now I'm not having a job. I don't have my own place. So it's like I'm going through it. I started gaining weight. I only hung out with a couple of friends. I was at home on the couch every day. If I wasn't helping my father do something, I was on the couch every day for 2 years straight. And I was only supposed to be home for a year.
Right.
And with that, it took that silver lining of, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out myself more. What am I going to tolerate? What I'm not going to tolerate? I can't let myself sit here and be like this. At the same time, my father needs me. You know what I'm saying? So he's grieving. I'm grieving. Somebody got to pick somebody up.
Right.
He helped me keep money in my pocket. He helped me pay those important bills. And the bills that I couldn't pay, you're going to hear this at some point. Hey, if you can't pay it, you can't pay it. But you're going to figure it out.
Right, absolutely.
And in that moment, I told myself, you know what? I'm not going to go broke again. I'm not going to let people just run over me. I'm not going to let stuff like this happen, because I'll be honest with you, I thought about suicide, thought about selling drugs, thought about robbing people. Like, I literally was looking at stuff like, okay, I'm about to get into this. I'm about to get into that.
Right.
Stopped praying for a good little while. And that was like one of the first times where I kind of stepped away from my own faith, my own religion. So with that, one of the first things that started happening, you remember this great, like, got back in the gym with you.
Right.
And I was consistent.
Absolutely.
She's like, bro, you gained some weight. And I was like, man, okay. And it was like, just working out every day was that exfoliation that my body needed, that my soul needed. And I loved it. Yeah. Got me a job, and I vowed I would never, ever lose my job. I'd never go broke again. Pop started helping me out, started getting myself back on the right path. And eventually I moved out. And God is good, because I did graduate in 2019, right before the shutdown happened with the pandemic and all that. So I did finish school. I did get myself back together, and I stopped dealing with a lot of the BS out there in the world. So I had to figure myself out. Yeah, I was mad at the ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I was mad at the jobs, and they didn't hire me on. But I stopped looking at that, and I said, okay, what can I do to build myself back up?
That's right.
That's still one that Big Sis talked about. And another point that she touched on, I was in one of those conversations, actually several, but I was in one of the most recent conversations where we talked about our siblings, because a lot of our siblings and close friends who are younger than us, they don't understand certain things because they may not have experienced it. And I will sit here and say, okay, Big Sis has went through a lot, and she will sit there and not say, okay, well, I'm this, I'm that. Hey, I went through this. I don't want you to go through that. Some fight back and some don't. Right. So it's like, yeah, she's a very big example. From my mother's side of kids, she's a very big example. Right. And I'm sitting here saying, I seen that. Please pay attention, because if you don't, you're going to go through that. And then at the same time, you're going to go through something. You're going to be jobless. You're not going to have a lot of money. Please be prepared. Because it's the same thing that you said. It's the same thing that Pop said.
It happens.
And it's going to happen if you're not ready, if you're not prepared. When it happens, you're not going to know what to do. and then you're gonna be trying to be mad at everybody because they don't want to help you or they can't help you because they're not in position to help you like you think because they actually told you. And Britt has told our siblings several times, please understand this. I'm not bragging. I'm telling you what I went through and you've seen it so that you don't have to go through that. So that's for anybody that's out there. Understand, find that silver lining because you're gonna go through failures. I have a close personal friend that I tell all the time, things are gonna happen, but let's look at the best possible way, and we're gonna find out what we're gonna bring ourselves up from it. Look at that silver lining, find out your worth, and it's gonna take time, but just keep your faith strong in that, and you will get through that situation.
And you don't look for when you're doing something or try to achieve something. You don't look for things not to happen. You expect things to happen. If I could become a rapper easily, I don't want it like that. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be genuine. Anything worth having is worth working for.
Tell them how long we've been doing it.
Anything. Oh, too long. You know what I'm saying?
Way too long.
But it's like you don't. You got to go through stuff. You go through. You know what I'm saying? That's what life is about. Life is a series of experiences and relationships. That's it. No more, no less. You see what I'm saying? A series of relationships and experiences. And the experiences are gained from the relationships you have. If you don't have good relationship with people, your experiences ain't going to be good.
And you got to believe in yourself.
Right, exactly. And once again, how do you believe in yourself? Having good experiences with people. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? When you doing something and you made a rapport with somebody and they like, hey, bro, hey, sis, that's dope right there. Now your confidence rise. You see what I'm saying?
You got to not be afraid of rejection. You're going to get rejected.
You're going to get rejected. But that don't mean you take it harshly. That don't mean somebody hating on you. You see what I'm saying? That just means at that point you got to work on it. You work on it. You know what I'm saying? This is what life is about. You're not going to hear yes every time. It's going to be like 10 to 1, no to yes. You know what I'm saying?
Take that leap of faith, and this time might be it.
This
time might be it.
Right.
I did that when I worked at McDonald's.
You have to.
I thought I was going to own a McDonald's. Like every job I worked at, I'm like, yes, I'm going to be a manager and I'm going to own a store.
Right. And then you get into it.
I thought that was the plateau of I thought working at fast food was a plateau of my abilities. And
absolutely.
But I had to step out of that realm. I had to do something different. And once I did, I'm like, okay, I am capable of doing this. I can do more than just take orders or count money or, stuff like that. I didn't think I used to post stuff on Facebook all the time. I never thought that would be a business for me. I didn't think me making videos or doing hair or doing makeup would be something that people would pay me for. Because it just started out as something that I did to make myself feel better. And now I get paid to do it.
And that's what it should be like. If you get paid for something you do, you don't have a job.
It's fun.
You know what I'm talking about? You don't have a job when you get paid doing something you enjoy doing. It's not work. You know what I'm saying? But for a lot of these people, once again, like we were saying earlier, they don't get it. They don't understand the process of it. Microwave society, they want it now. They want to put out a couple videos and then boom, they there. For the rappers and stuff, they put out a couple songs, SoundCloud, go viral, then you don't hear from them no more. Got their first little check, and then that was it.
Life is about having a foundation, especially if you are into the moms out there. You have to have a foundation, not just for you, but for the people who depend on you and your children. It's okay, to work a job, save money, and it's okay to try different things, and you may fail at it, but that's what the foundation is for. You fall back on your foundation, and then you try something else. Right.
So the moral of the story is, once again, know your worth.
Absolutely.
You got to figure yourself out. You're never ever gonna have it all figured out. And a wise man once told me, always surround yourself with smart people. If you're the smartest one in your circle, something's wrong with that.
Okay.
That's right. You can't be the smartest one in your circle, for real. You can't be.
You gotta
if
keep
you are,
pushing
you're in the wrong
limits.
circle. You're in the wrong circle if you're the smartest one. It's
keep pushing limits, keep trying things.
Right.
I'm telling you, I'm out here thugging it. Okay.
You gotta be. You gotta be. Hey, but look, y'all.
She need it. I'm
out of time. Till the next time.
Let's talk.
Screaming, let's talk.
Sir Rob, baby.
All right, we out.